Before I start, are there any people here who love skiing or snowboarding? Oh, great. Me too. Okay. So I used to go to a ski camp a few years ago. I went every year. It was organized by my university, and it was like 300 leva for 10 days, including everything. So as broke students, we all really appreciated it. It was great skiing all day, parties in the evenings, many cool people. So yeah, we totally loved it. But then COVID struck and the camp stopped, and all of us were very, very sad. And I missed it so much that I decided to organize one myself. So yeah, this is us at the first camp. And I decided to organize one camp myself, and I didn't expect a large group, just a bunch of friends and probably some other people. But more than 200 people joined, and it was mind-blowing. It was very hard to handle, but we're gonna have our 4th camp next year, and this is our community. It's a closed community, so we just go skiing every year, and it's great. Hello, everyone. I'm Yavor. I'm 24 years old, and I'm very passionate about building communities, and that's why I'm the chapter lead of AI Engineer Foundation. Ilya mentioned that I'm one of the co-founders of Team-GPT, and I have many hats, and one of my hats is the developer hat, so I wear it every day, and yeah, in other words, I love building Team-GPT. My passions are related to tech, AI, problem solving, and building communities, so these are the main reasons we're here tonight. And I also have my hiking hat, and I go to the mountains every month for a few days. And yeah, you can probably see me in the mountains if you go to Vitosha or Riva, so yeah, or any ski resort. So I also have my sports hat, and I'm a professional table tennis player. I've represented Bulgaria on many European and World Championships in the past 15 years. So yeah. Ilya, as you already know, me and Ilya went to San Francisco for the OpenAI Dev Day. So I would like to talk a bit about how AI is developing in San Francisco, because this is the where the actual technology happens. So yeah, by the way, this is a Waymo taxi. It's a self-driving car developed by Google and Uber. It's kind of scary. So apart from the OpenAI Dev Day conference, we went to many events. We went to 1 or 2 events each day, and these events are awesome. Like, all the people there are helping each other, learning from each other. They're really sharing what they found, what they're working on, and it's great. We went to this hackathon Ilya mentioned, and it was hosted by MongoDB. We went there, we built a product within a day, presented in front of 100 tech geeks. Yeah, this is our presentation. It was a video. But yeah, there are many events like this, and it's super exciting. One of the biggest AI groups in San Francisco is the AI Engineer Foundation. The founder, Sasha, organizes them. And after the hackathon, we went to a few events organized by her. Oh, this is just from the OpenAI Dev Day party. Ilya showed you this, but it's so mind-blowing that I had to put it here as well. So yeah, our trip to the United States was 10 days in San Francisco and then 3 more in Yosemite. And Yosemite is a very big national park, and there are hundreds of peaks you can choose to climb. We chose Sentinel Dome. This is the view from the peak, and it was so beautiful that we went twice, once in the morning and then for the sunset. And guess who we saw there? We saw Sasha, the organizer of the most popular events in San Francisco. By the way, we couldn't manage to talk to Sasha directly at the events because it was so busy. So this was the place where we met Sasha. It was almost dark, so we weren't sure if this was her. So we walked over, talked to her. She knew us. She knew we were from Team-GPT, so it was a very special moment. This is me and Ilya in front of a giant sequoia, and there isn't a specific reason for this photo to be here, just in case there's someone from Sequoia Capital, I don't know. So this is how our trip to the United States ended. And on our way back, I kept thinking about these events and how awesome they are, so many to choose from, so much sharing and learning. And I got pretty sad on the flight back that we don't have that many events here. So the situation was quite similar to the one with the ski camp. Like, if you don't have something, just do it yourself. So I decided to build these events here and copy the model from the States and collect the people together, so we share knowledge and experience, work together, and just be more powerful together. I was chatting to Sasha, who organizes the events in San Francisco, and she was more than happy to provide some advices, suggestions, and so on. And then came the big surprise. Sasha asked me if I wanted to be the chapter lead for the first ever chapter of AI Engineer Foundation. And yeah, we were writing on LinkedIn, so it was very exciting for me. I said yes, I was thrilled. So now, what is AIE.F? AIE.F stands for AI Engineer Foundation, and it's a non-profit organization based in San Francisco. And it's focused on making AI open to everyone and be led by the community. So the organization wants to make AI development include everyone and be fully open source. So how does it do it? The organization builds open source software and is heavily invested in contributing also to such projects. One of the biggest projects of the foundation is the agent protocol, which aims to create a common interface for interaction with AI agents. We're going to discuss this project in one of the next events. I think it's something very big and something we're going to need probably in 1 year, 2 years, or something like this. So yeah, the foundation has also kicked off the process of becoming part of the Linux Foundation. This foundation has some very good developers that really want to contribute to the open source world. The foundation also supports many open source projects related to AI. So if you, for example, have an open source project which is valuable, this foundation can help you with anything you need, from partnerships to dev resources, exposure, anything you need for the project. So I mentioned partnerships, and this foundation partners with some of the top names in the AI industry. For example, partners are LangChain, Llama Index, AutoGPT, and many big names in AI. The foundation also organizes these awesome events I mentioned. There are weekly meetings, hackathons, dev sessions, bigger events like this one, meetups, emergency events. For example, someone who is fired and they just go and discuss what's going on now, and stuff like this. So this was AIE.F in San Francisco. Now we're gonna create AIE.F in Europe, and this is the first chapter here in Bulgaria. I would like to tell you what is going on here. So AIE.F Europe is a community of AI engineers, entrepreneurs, or people who are just passionate about AI, whose mission is to help Europe develop and grow the AI potential. And we're gonna start here in Bulgaria. This is the first chapter, and we know there are so many people here that are capable of doing amazing things, but we barely know each other, let alone help each other enough. So I think it's very important to get together and just meet and discuss and work together. So how are we going to do this? We're going to have regular events, just like this one, every month. We're going to have some keynotes, full networking. We're going to discuss stuff. We're going to introduce lightning talks in the next event, and we're going to have different guest speakers each time. By the way, this is the graph for today's event registrations. We got more than 100 registrations. I don't know how many people are here today, but I see a lot, so I'm quite happy. And thank you everybody for being part of the journey. So let's please applaud everyone who is here tonight. Okay, so next we're gonna have regular meetups, which are more casual, probably at a bar, cafe, or restaurants. They don't have any keynotes. This is just a meetup, and we get together to exchange what we've learned or what we've done in the previous week. You know how fast AI goes in nowadays, and I think it's super important to be up to date and know what's new. I mentioned we're going to have emergency events, so yeah, emergency is quite subjective, but Ilya mentioned that if AGI becomes live tomorrow, we're probably gonna meet and discuss what's the plan for tomorrow. Our community is free but selective. Our community is quite exclusive, that's why we added these approvals, so we want to keep it very high level. And we're gonna build a very strong community, I'm sure. And whether you are an engineer, entrepreneur, or just passionate about AI, this is the place where you can find like-minded people, potential investors, partners, co-founders, or anything. And the participation in this community will be free. We are a non-profit driven by the passion to uplift Bulgaria's potential of AI, and we believe in free open access to knowledge and opportunities. Let's talk about the future. Now, this is the first chapter, and we're gonna have many chapters in Europe, I hope, so, but this is where we start. And in the future, we plan to collaborate more with the San Francisco community. We'll host joint events. We're excited also about partnerships with LangChain, Llama Index, and the other foundation partners. We know the founders of these projects, so they might even come to speak at our events one day. Our chapter can also start our own open source project, so this is something else very exciting that might come up. You all know that Europe is quite behind the United States in terms of AI, so it's our responsibility to be on track and create the technologies here. So the new regulations you've probably heard aren't helping also. So I really hope that you people are gonna come to these events and exchange knowledge with us. We're gonna also have our community online because many of you might probably not be able to join every event. So having quick access to, by the way, this is gonna be sent to the email, so no need to take photos, don't worry. Yeah. So yeah, we still need an easy way to connect, and we're gonna have a Discord server, which is gonna be the virtual space of the community, and this is the place where you can share things and write to our members. And we're also gonna have the good old Facebook group, which will be mainly for announcements, event updates, community updates, and so on. Okay, next events, we're gonna have three meetups in January, on the 9th, on the 16th, and on the 30th of January. And we're gonna have a big event like this on the 23rd of January, and we're gonna introduce lightning talks on the 23rd. We're gonna give the chance to 15 people to get in front of the community for 3 minutes and share whatever you'd like. This could be either an introduction, share what you've learned, share what you're working on. There are no guidelines, but the time limit is 3 minutes. We're also gonna send instructions on how to sign up for these lightning talks. I really hope you come to our next events because we are committed to making Bulgaria the ideal environment for advancing AI technologies, but this is something that we cannot do on our own, and we need you to come to these events, build this community together, and share everything we know. So please act responsibly, and I hope to see you on the next events. Thank you.